Hello, English learners. Welcome back to another English with Michael video. My name is Michael, of course, and today this is going to be a part 2 grammar video about reported speech. If you haven't seen it already, I recommend going back to watch my first video, which I uploaded a couple weeks before this one, and that kind of covered the basics of reported speech, what it is, why we use it, all that stuff. Today is going to be more advanced. So lots of people requested for me to make another one, and this is that video. So we're going to dive really deeply into the tricky stuff today. But a quick review of what we discussed before of what reported speech is. So reported speech is basically when we say what someone else said without quoting directly. The basic rule is that we go back in time when we do this. So if someone says, "I am angry," another person will tell you and they would say, "He said he was angry." So the I changed to he and am changed to was. He said he was angry. This is fairly simple. It's a good way to report what people say. The Prime Minister said he was going to change things, but we'll see. Who knows if that's true? We use the past tense simply because even though the thing might be true now, he said it in the past. He was angry. Maybe he's still angry, but we know for sure he said he was angry at that time. That's the reason why. We also have to change the time phrases when we use them. So, for example, now, I am angry now. This might become, he said he was angry then, because it's no longer now, we're in the future. Another harder example, I will be hungry tomorrow. I will be hungry tomorrow. This changes to, he said he would be hungry the next day, or the following day, or the day after. So there's a few options of what we could say, but you'll notice will changes to would, past tense. Tomorrow changes to the next day, because it was tomorrow at that time, but maybe that was 1 year ago. It's not tomorrow anymore. But we can say the next day because it was the next day after that day in the past. Bit confusing. So can you guess what we would say if we use yesterday? They were happy yesterday. Well, let's say he said that they were happy the day before, or the previous day. So yesterday might become the day before. And now we're going to make it a little bit more advanced. So we do go back in the past, but some sentences have different rules. Here's one example. Can you feed the cat, please? The cat's very hungry. Can you feed the cat, please? This one would become, she asked me to feed the cat. Notice we're using ask because it's a question. We're not using say or tell. She asked me to feed the cat. And when we use ask, we always say the person receiving afterwards. Like, he asked me. She asked him. So we need that object pronoun after the word ask. So when you have a question that's kind of like an order, like this, it's an order like, you do this thing, but kind of politely, I want you to do this thing. Then we use this structure. We say, ask me to, plus the verb, the base verb. But ask would be past tense. So notice that ask is past, but feed stays the same. We don't say, asked me to fed. Always feed, always present tense there. So another one, have a think about it before I answer. Open the window, please. open the window, please. She asked me to open the window. If you want to say please, we could say, she asked me to please open the window. But I wouldn't say that personally because please is only really for direct quotes, not for reported speech, usually. Another one, much stronger, leave me alone. Leave me alone, please, leave me alone. They asked me to leave them alone. So to leave them alone, or to leave him alone. Okay, good. Here's another sentence for you. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. We covered this before, really, but we can have a look again. What do you think this would become? I will see you later. Will goes back in the past, changes to would. So even though it's a modal verb, it still changes. He said he would see me later. He said he would see me later. Here's another one for you. Have a think again. When will you be home? This is a question now, so think about this one. She asked when I would be home. When will you be home? She asked when I would be home. Another one. Who will help me? Who will help me? He asked who would help him. Okay, this is the tricky one. This is the one where we use if. So, do you want some water? Do you want some water? Any ideas what this would become? Very hard, this one. This one we say, she asked if I wanted some water. So the rule is when it is a yes or no question, we use if before the second subject. If I. Do you want some water? We could say yes or we could say no. It's a yes or no question. So she asked if. See if you can do these ones. Maybe pause before I answer. So do you want sushi for dinner? The answer is he asked if I wanted sushi for dinner. If I wanted. One more. Can you help me with this? She asked if I could help her with this. Or maybe it's a long time ago, we could say, she asked if I could help her with that, because it's not close to us anymore. Okay, and the last one, where is the station? Where is the station? Have a think about it. We use the word where. They asked where the station was. They asked where the station was. So one really important thing for questions, especially when we're using these question words like when, who, which, where, we have to do that normal question inversion. So many people would make the mistake and say, they asked where was the station. But we have to put was at the end. Just like a normal sentence, if I said, where is the station? The answer, the station is here. In a question, is comes before the station. In the answer, is comes after the station. Almost losing my voice now. So don't forget that inversion. Who is that beautiful woman? Yes, you, if you're a woman. What is your name? Who is that beautiful woman? What would this become? He asked who that beautiful woman was. So is changes to past tense was and goes after the noun. It's been a lot crammed in here. You might even want to rewatch it to kind of absorb what I said or keep pausing, making notes. But I'm going to leave you with 3 questions for homework. So if you like, you can leave these in the comments below and I will happily tell you if they're correct or if maybe you have to have a second try. So question number 1. My friend helped me find my phone yesterday. My friend helped me find my phone yesterday? What would this become in reported speech? Number 2, our friends are traveling to the USA next week. Okay, number 3, would you like to be the star of our new movie? Would you like to be the star of our new movie? 3 questions for you here. Put them below, give me your answers, and I will let you know if you've listened to this video closely. It's very difficult, so don't worry if it takes some time, but good luck. Thank you for watching, give me your feedback below, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Goodbye for now.